What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy, and welcome to episode number 2 of Acca. This long-awaited, it's finally returned, and hopefully, for the foreseeable future. I just struggled a bit with uploads and just getting things out on time, and in general, just sleep deprivation. I don't seem to get any sleep at the moment, so who knows what's going on with that. But we've got episode number 2 of Acca, hopefully a weekly thing. If they're midweek game weeks, then that could screw up the schedule of it a bit. But hopefully it'll be at least every weekend or before weekend or whenever. And also, if my voice is a bit croaky, it's because last night I was at a gig which was all-time low, good Charlotte, and against the current, brilliant gig. So if my voice does squeak, that's the reason why. I'm also still not out of puberty, I don't think, so who knows. Anyway, next to me, we've got all the categories. There'll be 4 different categories this week. First one is BPL wins. We've changed that from not just wins, and that was it. But BPL wins. Then number 2 is lower league wins, so championship and below. Then we've got number 3, which is goal scorers. Ow, I banged my fist on the desk. And number 4, which is both teams to score. So if I think Team A and Team B are going to score, then it'll be, you can put a bet on for both of them teams to score, and you're good. Anyway, number 1, as you can see next to me, is BPL wins. We've got Manchester United, Bournemouth, Everton, West Ham, the Saints, Southampton, and also Chelsea. Reasoning behind this is that Man United got an early kick-off and they always screw me over, but surely Manchester United playing against Sunderland cannot screw me over, especially as the dirty, disgusting paedophile Adam Johnson has been sacked from the club. He was playing a big part in their season and playing good football, but rightfully so. And a lot of people saying, oh, Championship club will snap him up. We've seen with Ched Evans. Ched Evans is going to join one club, and he gets, fans revolt. But I can't see any return ever for football. And Adam Johnson. Well, that being said, I'll just move straight on. Man United, I think, should win that, even though early kickoffs always screw my bets up. They never ever come in. So if it doesn't come in, my curse is plagued to you. I'm apologising. Bournemouth, they've got a decent game. I think they can win, along with Everton against West Brom. I feel like that is a certain win. We've also got West Ham. This is a risky one because they are playing away from home against Norwich. However, Norwich have lost, in all competitions, their last 6 games. So hopefully, should be an easy win for West Ham. Then we've got Southampton. 5 games in the Premier League with a clean sheet. I think it's 546 minutes of football that Fraser Forster's played without conceding, so, looking good for a win there for the Saints. And Chelsea, the only real game on the after 3 o'clock, including Sunday, that I thought is a definite result, so I'll put Chelsea to win that. And then a £5 bet gets you £300 returns if all these comes in, at least. I'm only putting it down because Bet365 is about 390 for a £5. Putting it down to 300 because I've betting sites vary and all that, so at least £300 if you put this bet on. And we'll move on to number 2, which is low wins, but lower league wins, not low as in price rise. And we've got QPR, we've got Hull, we've got Wednesday, we've got Blackpool, we've got Wigan, and we've got Portsmouth. I won't speak a lot because I know a lot of you won't know the lower leagues, but QPR under Hasselbank, they seem to be getting there. Not really, for me, not really going to trouble for anything, promotion places and playoff places wise, but should be able to get a good win there. Along with Hull, maybe considering a little dip, but I feel they should be challenging for the title, and if not winning it, they are still my favourites at this point in the season. So Hull to get a win. Sheffield Wednesday against Brentford, I'm seeing that as an easy win for Wednesday. Maybe even Gary Hooper to score. Spoiler alert, he might feature later on my next betting slip. And then we've got Blackpool and Wigan from League One. Both teams really, you could say underperforming. Wigan, I think they're in the play. I'm pretty sure they're 5th in the playoffs, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but they should be pressing for first place and nothing less. And Blackpool, they are well below. I feel like both of them can get a win this weekend. And Portsmouth, I was surprised that Portsmouth game had, I think, about 2 to 1, so I put a tenner on, you get 20 quid back. And I thought it was going to be a lot lower than that, so I stuck Portsmouth in there to add for the 6, and a £5 bet again gets you over, just around and over £300. So good in that direction too. Then we move on to number 3, which is the scorers. And we've got Rooney, Afobe, Ighalo, Lukaku, Firmino, and that man, Gary Hooper. Wayne Rooney, again, early kickoffs always screws me, but for some reason, he's playing better. No one saw it coming. There's been no change in the tactics. He's playing the same way, but something suddenly clicked in the Wayne Rooney football mind, and it's made him play better. So Rooney, I feel like he could score against Sunderland. They might get a few goals and Rooney will get one of them. If it's a penalty, then, well, surely my Rooney must be able to take it. Then we've got Afobe. Oh, about to hiccup. This is a bad time to get hiccups. I always get when I record. 3 goals in his first 5 games. One of them was against Arsenal, so of course tough game there. And he didn't play the full 90 minutes. I think he came off the bench maybe on his first game. I'm not too sure, but needless to say, he's a clinical striker. Right place, right time sort of player. And for me, he can easily get a goal anywhere. And this weekend, more often than not. Then we've got Ighalo, who surprisingly was quite high. I think he was 3-1 to score any time, which is quite high. It was higher than a lot of other people, and I thought that's a bit odd. And I thought Watford were a good, they got a good chance of scoring this weekend, so I feel like Ighalo's definitely worth getting in there. Then we've got Lukaku, found his form, or found his goal scoring ability. First goal in quite a few games last weekend. I'm looking at it this weekend, thinking they're home against West Brom. It's got to be a goal for Lukaku. Sorry. Then we've got Roberto Firmino. I didn't put Liverpool win because who knows, but they're playing at Aston Villa. There's got to be goals in that, and I don't think Benteke will get them, who was odds-on favourite for some reason. I do not think Sturridge will start, so I think Firmino's going to start up top on his own, and that gives him a great opportunity to pounce on that, to get a goal or two, and show that, although Sturridge is fit, I still want to be the main man in your squad. And then we've got Gary Hooper. Simple reason. Sheffield Wednesday score. Gary Hooper scores 9 goals so far from about, I don't know, 1 or 2 months. So, not bad really from Gary Hooper. I'm looking at that thinking, yeah, £5 gets you £900, £5 bet gives you £900 at least in return. So, I've definitely put that bet on. Needless to say, I was like, well, I'm definitely putting that on. That is a ridiculous bet. Although goal scorers is hard, that's good returns. That's really good returns. And lastly, we have both teams to score. So we've got Bournemouth versus Stoke. We've got Crystal Palace versus Watford. We've got Norwich versus West Ham. We've got Aston Villa versus Liverpool. We've got QPR versus Fulham. And Sheffield Wednesday versus Preston. 1 second. Ta-da! That was meant to be a B for Brentford, not Preston. For Sheffield Wednesday versus Brentford, I'll talk you through this last Acca now. Bournemouth versus Stoke, I see that as a goal-scoring game. Although Stoke have been poor in front of goal and they've been leaky at the back, so we've got one side of it done. I think Bournemouth are also leaky at the back. With Bojan's on new contract, a bit of high spirits. They do need a goal at least to get, that confidence back. And I feel like they'll get it this weekend, even though I think Bournemouth will win. And I also think Stoke could be in for a very long relegation battle if they don't buck their ideas up. Then we've got Crystal Palace versus Watford. Palace again have been poor scoring-wise. Scott Dan scoring the only few goals for them. Adebayor getting back to full, Premier League match fitness as a striker. Then we've also got them against Watford. Like I said, I'm surprised it's so low against the Crystal Palace team that likes to concede so many goals. So for me, I see that as quite a simple one to put on there. You got Norwich versus West Ham United. I think Norwich, they're playing poorly. They will score and they will lose. West Ham, of course, have to score if Norwich score and they're going to win. So I see that as an easy one. Then we've got Aston Villa versus Liverpool. Liverpool can't keep a clean sheet. Struggling to win. But I see that as a game in which Liverpool should win and should score, but Aston Villa probably will end up scoring. It's Liverpool's running at the moment. Then we've got QPR versus Fulham. I can't really give you much on that. Fulham underperforming, QPR probably underperforming. I just feel like both teams are going to score with Ross McCormack one side, and you've got I can't pronounce his name, Al Kayati, I think him. That just signed for QPR, and many other strikers as well, although with a lack of Charlie Austin. I just feel like that game is going to have goals. And Sheffield Wednesday versus Brentford, we like to score. Hooper likes to score, but at the moment we do like to concede. So I see that as being a goal-scoring win for Sheffield Wednesday. And that's where we end today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I help you win money. Last time I think I was 1 off on 2 of the Accas, so really close. But thank you guys for watching. Like this video, then leave a like, anything in the comments down below, and subscribe if you feel like I'm worthy. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.